Hello again, everybody. My name is Amin, and this is the third video that I'm making to show you how to make professional plots using Matplotlib in Python. Well, in the previous videos, we actually did many things. We made a plot, we could display it, we could change the line style, we could change the markers, we could change the colors, and we add some labels, and we also had the limitation for X and Y. So far, so good. What I'm going to today is focusing on the labels, X and Y labels here, and I will show you that what more you can do to them. Okay, let's go and start. Just before that, please, if you like my videos, subscribe, and also if you have any question, write it in the uh, comment. Sorry. So okay, let's go on. Well, plt.x label and plt.y label, and we have our labels, which is right now simply x and y. Let's start with what more I can do. Well, there are 5 or 6 different options that I will show them to you one by one. Let's start with the first one, the simpler one, font size. Yes, of course, you can change the size of your uh, labels, either X or Y. So right now I'm changing the Y label. Let's make it 15. It's probably a little big. Yeah, compared to X, it's much bigger. You see that? So you can change the size easily. And there is no extra explanation for that. Just simply you can do it according to the plot you really want to have. But another one is font weight. What does it do? Well, if you like to make your uh, label like to be bold, you can turn it on. You see here? Now you have a bold label. Usually for, especially for scientific plots, like when you are preparing your data for a journal, I usually don't use a bold label or a bold title, so it doesn't really match the whole thing. So I just keep it all usually not bold, but so you can either write normal, or you can just even not to have the font weight here. So the default is just the normal as it was before. Okay, very good. Uh, what is next? The next is the color. Of course, you can change the color of the uh, label also. I had a complete explanation about the color in the previous video, so I still have promised you to use the the color codes. That's true. You know, I could either use the data, the specific character we have for different colors, like G for green, okay? You see it's green here, or you can use the codes. What is the code? Well, it's you can every color has a code, so a 6 character, a string of 6 character, which there are many websites that you can use to take them. So this is just one I use usually, and it's just easy. You just copy the code, and there it is. Why is this important? Because you can technically have infinite different colors. So instead of just using RBG, KWM, or everything, you can have your own color. So no matter what color you log, you can put it in the Python and in the Matplotlib. And that's, for me, it was amazing, because I used to use another software for making my plus, and there I had a restriction, just a few colors I could use. So this is really good. You can have any color you like. So another thing is the rotation. So before that, I just want you to show at it. Here for the Y label, you have a 90-degree, okay? Uh, the default is 90-degree. It's rotated this way. It's not horizontal. You can add the rotation to your label, so let's make it 0 and it becomes horizontal, or you can just change it as you wish. So the default is 90°, which is usually the style for a paper. You write the Y label in this way and the X label this way, but you can do it as you want. So rotation. What else we can do? It's a location. Well, you see usually and in most cases the location of the X and Y label are in the center of your plot, but sometimes you like to have them at a different place. So there is a difference between X and Y label, which I show you. For location, for the Y label, be careful, you can use three different things. Either you can say top, which you have it here. The default is center, in the middle, and bottom. There it is. But for the X label, it doesn't work this way. You have to either say left, it's here, and center, which is the default, or right. You see it? Well, sometimes it happens, especially when you have a temporal variation of a signal or something. Sometimes we like to have the time variable to be written here. But if you don't have it, if you don't have the location, it's just goes to center. So it's just here center. Well, let me make the X label also bigger so we can see it easily. There it is, X and Y. So this is the basic things for the labels. But let me, for example, I'm trying, because here we have the y equals to the, it's a quadratic equation, x squared. So I like to have the equation like this. So y, I just write the label as the function, okay? So what happens, do you think? Does it work? Doesn't look really beautiful. It's not what you want to do. So when you want to write an equation, or not even an equation, for example, imagine that the y-axis is like the velocity of gas, for example. Okay, you don't like to have this underline like this. What do you want to do? Well, this is important. So you have to change it into equation style. What is equation style? Just I put the code here, and you have to look at it carefully. R and $2 here you have. Which one it is? Sorry. Yeah, $2. And you put your label inside it. So y equals to x to 2. Look at the difference. Here we go. You see it? It's the way you want it. So if you want like a mathematical style of your equation, you need to have it like this. So this is what we had before, and you just put it in this type of equation. And you can do many things here. I will show you later. For example, if you want a Greek letters like alpha, you have to do it this way, and there is no way you can do it in another in these shapes. You need to have this special style to do it, like alpha x2 or whatever. So this is important, especially when you are working on a scientific paper and scientific things. You usually need it. The last thing before my 10 minutes is finished is label pad. I just put it here. Is label pad just defines the distance of your label from the line. You see here, this is a distance between the label from the main line. So you can either change it, decrease it, or increase it. Doesn't matter, whatever you want. Sometimes you like to make it closer, sometimes you want it to be further away from it. So there are all the options you can use, and again, this is very important for you. So you probably need just this one and the font size and sometimes the color. Thank you very much.